Let's talk about a fundamental concept of the piano that applies to beginner and advanced students alike, but yet students of all levels seem to really struggle with. And that is the default hand position. That's what I call it. I've encountered so many different students, beginner, advanced, and everything in between. You'd be surprised at how many really high-level pianists still struggle with this fundamental concept and applying it at their approach to the piano. And so that really illustrates to me the importance to really be focusing on this concept, especially at the beginning of piano study, so that you're not having to break those bad habits, which can be tough. So let's get into it. So what is the default hand position? You might hear some teachers talk about grabbing the ball, keeping curved fingers. And that's great, we want to keep a curved finger, but one of the things with that specific concept that I don't like is when we grab something, it's inviting us to introduce tension, right? We're grabbing the ball, and I was talking to my wife, and she's like, oh, well, maybe it's more like grabbing a basketball, so you're not like clenching, but it's like even that grabbing with slightly flatter fingers is still introducing tension into the hand. And so really to get this default natural hand position, what you want to do is I like to shake my hand out and then just let it drop to my side. Dead fish. Okay? Can you see that? Dead fish. And so then I bring it up, and that right there is my natural default hand position. And so everything that I do at the piano, whether I'm playing scales, arpeggios, octaves, or even just single notes, I want to always be trying to come back to that default relaxed hand position. So try something with me really quick. Take your hand and just clench it. Just go really tight. Feel that tension through your fingers, through your palm, maybe even up your wrist. And in that clenched position, I want you to move your fingers as quickly as you can. It hurts. You start feeling sore. And if you played the piano for a while, maybe you recognize that feeling of soreness trying to play fast or a difficult passage, and you're just like, man, my hands feel like they're going to fall off. We should never feel that way at the piano. Now, take your hand, put it in that dead fish position, bring it up, and now move it as fast as you can. Now, I've been doing this for a while, so I can move it pretty quick, right? But I hope that you can tap into and feel how much better that feels comparatively, okay? And so let's apply that here at the piano. Okay, so here at the piano in this default hand position, one of the first things I want you to try to do is keep your hand curved in that position and move your finger, just your pointer finger here, up and down. You're going to move from this knuckle. I don't want to really see much flex from this knuckle. I just want you to keep your finger relaxed and move the entire finger as a unit from this knuckle. And then you can try, and notice how my other fingers are staying connected to the other keys, okay? So this is developing finger independence as well. And then I want you to try going into the key. Now, where I'll see a lot of people have struggles, even just doing something simple like this, is they'll try to move that finger and these other fingers will start lifting and curling. And if you try that, you'll notice I start to feel some tightness in here, these muscles pulling this back, right? Something else that I'll see is that everything will stay except when I play that key, then the knuckle collapses like this. And it's not staying firm. And because, whether it's a lack of built-up strength or, you're trying to keep your finger relaxed, we still want to keep that knuckle firm enough to be able to maintain that shape. If I'm bending my knuckle like this and I have a flexible knuckle, that's like walking down the side of the street and stumbling on something. You might catch yourself, but you might also fall over onto your face, right? And so we want to keep a nice unit there, and then you can try it with your other fingers, trying to keep the other fingers. Now you'll see that fourth finger, I can even work on this a little bit more. That fourth finger is problematic for reasons we won't go into, but then this fifth finger. And the thumb, we kind of play differently with more rotations. The most different finger. We won't get into that too much either, but it's a great way to practice from the beginning, just doing this tapping. And you can even go on a tabletop or anything and just practice tapping these fingers and keeping that natural position and relaxed hand moving from these knuckles. If you liked that video and it helped you and you'd like to see more, let me know. And let me know what you liked, let me know what you think I could improve on, and even let me know what kind of struggles that you're having. I'd love to give very specific instruction to you, and it'll help other people too. So I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to making more of these.